Hello everyone, this is Praful Agrawal from Informatica Global Customer Support. Today we are going to discuss about how to use Scoop externally, that is outside Informatica. So agenda for this video is why do we need to run Scoop import or export outside Informatica and the demo. So why do we need it? There are mainly two reasons that why we need to and when we need to run the Scoop commands externally. The first reason being when the mapping jobs are failing and we don't know if the Scoop itself is responsible for the failure and we want to test it. The second reason is when we don't want to run a mapping for a simple import or export, that is from for a simple data load from database to SDFS or SDFS to database. In that case, if we don't want to run a mapping, then we can directly run the Scoop import or export command respectively. Scoop commands is either used to import the data from the database to SDFS location into some file, or to export the data from the SDFS location file to the database. So there are mainly two commands, Scoop import and Scoop export. Steps to run Scoop import. First of all, we need to go to the Hadoop cluster putty session where we want to run the Scoop import command. Then we need to know which database, the contents of which database we want to transfer to the clusters file. And then we need to pass this command, Scoop import, then connection string to the database, then username to the database, password for the database, and the table from which we want to fetch the content and load it to the SDFS location in some file, and then the number of methods. And same goes with export. We need to go to the Hadoop cluster where we want to run the Scoop export command. Then we need to go and check which file we want to fetch the data from and put it to the database. And then we need to pass the command for Scoop export. The Scoop export command is somewhat same like Scoop import, but the difference is there we were fetching the data out of some database table. Here we are giving the database connection to put the data from export dir location to the database. And in between, we use input fields terminated by char and input lines terminated by next line character. So let's come to the demo. I am using INGLS BDM 05, which is my cluster. And here I will run this Scoop import command first. Scoop import. Then I need to give the connection JDBC Oracle pin at INGLS Aura 12. Then my username is Pragrawal B. Password is Pragrawal. Table being, I am going to use this test runtime table, and it has 48 records. Let me run it again to confirm. Yes, it has 48 records. I'm going to use it. Test runtime, and the number of members I'm going to use is 1. Now the application is running. Now the command is running. It has ran successfully. See, the retrieved records are 48, and we can see these records in our SDFS location. SDFS DFS -ls. The location is user S Kumari and then there will be created a folder as test runtime itself. You can see it here. Sorry, I was using Infa BDM user, so I was not using S Kumari. So it will be stored in the Infa BDM user as itself. So when I ran this -ls command to the Infa BDM user, then I got this folder as test runtime. So if I look into it, then I can see there is a part file created, this one, and this is my file where all the data is stored. So if I cat on this, then I can see my data here, and it will be same as what I can see in the table itself. See, the data is exactly the same. Now let's run that scoop export command, and for that the command is exactly the same, just we need to do the work in reverse. For that I need to run scoop export connect, and then again I'll be giving the Oracle thin client JDBC Oracle thin at nglx Aura 12 1521 pdb01, which is my service name, username Agrawal B, password Agrawal. Table I am going to use, let's truncate it once so that we can insert the data from that file which we have created. Truncate table test runtime. And now if we do the select operation here, select star from test runtime, then I can see there is no record now. I can commit it, and then let's run it again and reconfirm. There is no record in it. And now I will use this test table again, test runtime. No, but now this time I am going to load the data to the table from the created file which we have created in the first run as scoop import. Now I have to give another option, input fields terminated by comma is the thing with which my columns are terminating. Now another option is input lines terminated by /n next line, and then export dir, and my export dir is user info bdm, and then there was test runtime. Then what was the file name? Let's see this again, htfs tfs -ls user info bdm test runtime. This one, part M. This is it. My scoop job is running, and also we can track our scoop job from this URL. We just need to copy it and paste it here, and we can see our scoop job running. Here it is running, and we can keep reloading it. It is succeeded, and here as well we can see it has succeeded. So 48 records have been exported. We can check it from here again. Now we have our data back. So this was how we can use scoop import and export command external to the Informatica. I hope you liked it. Thank you. So this is it for the video. We would love to hear from you. Please give us some feedback on supportvideos@informatica.com or on our Twitter handle InfaSupport. Thank you and have a great day.